Hey folks, welcome to Guitar Daily. It's Nick Granville coming to you from Wellington, New Zealand. So today I thought I'd talk about arpeggios and a simple kind of way to get to them. I use arpeggios a lot. I really like them as a sound. Took a lesson some years ago with Mike Nock, the great piano player from Sydney, Australia. He's actually originally born in New Zealand and lived in New York for a long time. Legend, absolute legend. And one thing he talked about, he said, there are three types of scales and you can kind of fit everything into that. And I thought, well, if there's three types of scales, there must be three types of arpeggios, right? So there is. Three main types of arpeggios, and you can kind of use them as an umbrella to kind of fit everything else. So let's figure out what those are today. They'd be major, minor, and dominant. So to get dominant, we really need sevenths, so let's make them all seventh chords, right? So if we're in the key of A, major 7 would be 1, 3, 5, 7. A, C sharp, E, G sharp would be major 7. This kind of sound, all right? Minor 7 would be 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7 of the scale. Alright, and then dominant 7, this sort of sound would be 1, 3, 5, flat 7. Alright, so now we have three arpeggios. Major, minor, and dominant. Those three can be the basis for everything we do if we want it to be, right? Say, for example, you needed a major 7 sharp 5. Just raise the sharp 5 and now you have that kind of tonality, right? And of course, we're only doing them in 1 octave at the moment, but that's a good place to start. But 2 octaves is probably more useful. Right? It's our major 7 shape. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, and then the octave. And our minor 7 shape would be this. I realise I'm going over these quickly, but the beauty of YouTube is you can slow it down and check it out closer if you want. And then the dominant 7. 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 3, 5, flat 7. Alright, so those are super useful. Now, that's a good place to start, right? And then of course we want to expand on that. So we've got one set that starts on E. Another useful thing might be to find one that starts on the A string on the A. So this would be our major 7 shape. This would be our minor 7 shape. And our dominant 7 shape. Super useful, right? Because we've now got something kind of here and something kind of here within the one key. Of course, we want to expand this across the entire neck, but you've got to start somewhere, right? And the thing that's so useful with this is, say you wanted a minor 7 flat 5. You just take your minor 7 shape, right? And you flatten the 5. Or up here as well. Right, super cool, right? Super easy. It's a really good system. To me, one of the things that separates jazz and all the jazz-related styles, so jazz, jazz fusion, jazz funk, swing, bebop, hard bop, all that kind of music that we put under the jazz umbrella, what separates it from a lot of other styles, I find, is that you want to play chord changes rather than playing one scale over the top of a bunch of chord changes, generally speaking, right? And so to me, like an arpeggio just does that perfectly. So it's a great way to kind of approach playing jazz music, in my opinion. So give that a try. Arpeggios, having a shape for major, a shape for minor, a shape for dominant, and then being able to adjust them. So what happens if you have something like diminished, right? Essentially, it'd be closest to the minor, and then it has a minor third, but it has a flat fifth as well, and it has a flat seventh. So we get this. So you can see we can adjust any of these. They're super easy, right? It's a good place to start. Give it a go. Let me know how you get on in the comments below. I'd really be interested to hear. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you haven't liked this video, please do. All that stuff helps. I post every day on YouTube. Lots of cool content coming. Got some interviews lined up. I've got one with David Beebe that I'm kind of going to get out very soon if I can. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Cheers.